It's your whole comedy Jonah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. I just
Hello.
realized you're like popping into my square.
Oh, I'm popping
We could
everywhere.
do
Come
you
in
could
here.
do that so easily too. I just realized, and we could like really trick people. You know what I mean? Like you if you
Oh,
like stuck your hand over, but it doesn't matter because I fixed it. You're not allowed in my square anymore. You're not
mm,
allowed in my square anymore. It doesn't matter. You can't do it. Haha.
I don't want to be
Um.
square. I don't have the cream.
Oh,
Ah,
Comedy Jonah. Oh my goodness. Only one more episode of Big Brother left.
of Celebrity Big Brother, yes.
Celebrity Big Brother. I have to, apologize. We missed the last show. I've brought my doctor's note, literally. What I had to scan into the ER. It's very futuristic hospitals these days. You have to like scan. I was, in the hospital with my mother for 2 days. So I mean everybody I'm sure already knows. So that's why we missed that show. I severely apologize. On the bright side, if you're someone that watches the show with, I watch it live with my mother on You Now, John. She started out the season hating the show. Last night, after being released from the hospital and on massive, like steroids and pain relievers and all this stuff, she was yelling at the TV how much she loved Todrick and Cynthia, and it was incredible.
Well, that's great. I mean, you know, at least someone loves Todrick, right?
I'm like, there we go. If anyone wants to know Todrick's audience, it is 85-year-old dementia patient released from hospital on steroids and painkillers. That's
Absolutely.
his audience.
And you've also had a birthday since the last show.
Yes,
Happy,
thank you.
happy belated birthday. So
Thank
you've
you.
had hospital with mom, birthdays. You've had a lot going on.
I was in the hospital with my mom all day on my birthday. It was fun.
Did you get
And
like a
okay,
little pudding cup or something? Anything? No.
I mean, this is why we have to start the podcast for all of these stories. But let me tell you this: when they were checking my mom out, they were like, they put you in the wheelchair and they roll you, out. Like they have to wheel.
Mhm.
And as they were wheelchairing her out, they passed her food tray, which still had her pudding cup on it. She reaches over, grabs the pudding cup, and goes, I paid for that.
Well, I'm starting to see the similarities.
So I went, yes, yes, you did, Mom. You go ahead. You grab that pudding cup. So yeah, it was, a great birthday, a great everything. I'm hoping things are more under control, and super excited. I know people are going to be like, we don't believe you guys because you said it about Celebrity Big Brother, but I would like to put the little asterisk on that says, in regards to interviews, what they told us was, if the celebrities have availability, and we found out a lot of them do, for a fee because they're celebrities. So I just am passing on, and we don't have the money. Become a subscriber, a fan, page, do those things, whatever. However, I am happy to report Big Brother Canada starts in about a week. And Big Brother Canada ER has already spoken to us. We are on the press list. There is no ifs, ands, or buts, or maybes. Our exit
No
interviews will
asterisk.
be.
No asterisk.
There's no asterisk. Every Friday, John and I, or just John, whatever. My point is, every Friday there will be the exit interviews from John and I together, or one of us alone, but our exit interviews will be every Friday this Big Brother Canada season, on top of all of our recap shows and all that other fun stuff. So, yay! When one Big Brother door closes, another Big Brother door opens in less than a week. I hope you're all ready.
I'm
There's
ready. I'm ready.
there's no rest of the wicked. Now, are you ready, John? Because again, in our last, housekeeping notes before we discuss, as you're aware, we have our Carson shirts, our denim Carson glitter shirts that we have been working on for our finale recap on Thursday. It will be the day following the eviction. And I finished my shirt last night.
That's amazing.
Well, showering my mother.
Just gonna, just gonna check my delivery tomorrow night. Yes, I'll be ready too.
Oh, great.
Well,
Well,
shower.
What? Look, let me just tell you. We broke a threshold yesterday. Really, you can't hurt me. By the way, trolls, just so you understand, showered my mother last night. There's nothing you can ever do to me again. Now just my mind is now a steel trap that is able to block everything out. You're welcome. I also learned what a pee vacuum is. Do you know, John, if you go into the hospital now, you don't get catheters inside you anymore? They have pee vacuums. It's
I've never,
literally
I've never
it,
stayed in a hospital.
oh my god, you're missing out on some really good food. Anyway, moral of the story is they got pee vacuums. No more inside catheters. They're all outside of you now, and they're like a little robot, and they just take your pee. Anyway, we got to talk about Big Brother.
We got to talk about Big Brother. We had the double elimination last night.
And we had a recap episode. I don't think people need us to go back and discuss the recap episode and yada yada. Let's just discuss the double eviction. They watched it. They know it. They just want to hear what we want to talk about. They just want to hear our opinions. And by the way, I will just say quickly, if you guys have anything you want us to comment on, leave it in the YouTube chat. Leave it in the YouNow chat. We will discuss on this show what you guys want us to discuss. So make sure that you're following, liking, subscribing wherever you're watching, and share the shows. And tweet us with hashtag #WhyRRLive. Okay, John, double eviction.
Well, of course, I was rooting for Todd and Cynthia because
Who
Lamar was
wasn't?
the first one to get the first one to get evicted. I was secretly hoping, and I know a
Uh-huh.
lot of people too. I'm kind of a little late to the game. I started reading like what people were really saying. I didn't really read what was happening online a whole lot because I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to just kind of watch it and come with my own opinion and stay in the game. But it made it harder when Misha didn't go see Carson's HOH room. She's a bad sport. It didn't. Now I was a little bitter at Todrick after the things that he said to Kirkpatrick when Kirkpatrick did nothing different. He wanted to turn the house just like Todrick did, making up that story with Shayna. But the way he did it and brought in the kids and the family, now I could not stay in my game mode.
Yeah.
So I was really hoping for Todd was doing so good. Cynthia. She was even doing good, right? In that first HOH comp, she was tied. But Misha, when Misha pulled it out, I was just like, no.
I mean, we knew this was going to happen, which all along, like, I understood the point of getting Carson out. I understood the point of you need to take out the person you think that will have all the jury votes. Okay, you're not going to win against him. And this is always the catch-22 of Big Brother of what is better. Should you be taking out the comp beast that's going to win everything? Are you going to take out the social one that's going to win everything? I mean,
If you look
it's
at the
just...
stats with even the regular civilian Big Brother, social wins. I mean, look at Josh Martinez.
Yeah. And and
Yeah.
and and I even see like, and I tweeted this out. I see Gabrielle Lovin in the chat is saying it that Misha's growing on her. Misha really hasn't been that problematic. I mean,
No.
unless I'm forgetting something, I think most of us just aren't a fan because we don't like anybody that's doing a steamroll. But I don't, unless I'm forgetting something
I
specific, I don't remember her being problematic in the way that
no.
Todrick is.
No, I don't see her saying things and treating people the way Todrick has, right? I don't know if she just rubs people the wrong way because her
Yeah.
picture is kind of,
Well, she always has that face.
she always has that face, right? Like I'm not seeing a whole lot of brightness or energy in her eyes. But you know
Yeah.
what? I admire her. She's training for a fight. She's on a restricted diet while being in this house, which she's not used to, being cut off from everything. She is a champion. She's an athlete. And I think that maybe instead of casting a superstar athlete like her with the Cynthias and the Chris Katans, maybe have an athletic celebrity Big Brother edition or something. You know, when I first got to know her that first week, I knew what she was going to do. And now here we are a few days before finale, and we could have all predicted it, right? Like, she's just
Yeah.
great. She wins stuff. She's smart. You can't just be strong as a physical fighter. You have to be smart up here too. So it doesn't
I
surprise me. But Todrick, if Todrick thinks that he's going to win against her, he's an absolute moron to think that. And I thought he really had a chance to really be like, Misha, I know we've had a final two, but I got to be with my brothers and sisters. And, make it a celebrity cookout, right? Like, I was really hoping for that. I was reading online. A lot of people thought the same thing. He literally hung out with the actual cookout and had
yes,
a
well,
chance to get rid of the last Caucasian person and
here's
didn't.
so many things already. One, Miss Mancougar is not buying what we're selling in chat. She says, absolutely not. Misha was just hiding her evil behind Todrick, and the only reason that she's being this way is because she's been winning and getting her way. Had she had any adversity kind of against her, she would not have been handling things like the way she was. So there are people who are not buying it.
Well, I miss Mancougar just like the HOA. When she didn't go see Carson's HOA, that pissed me off. She says, I don't want to be fake. That's not being fake. It's being a bad sportsman. It's bad sportsmanship. That's what you were being. And that's when I saw a little bit of
Right.
that. But to the degree that Todrick's done it, how he's spoken to people, even how we saw last night where he was still singing, oh, I'm the HOH. And then even Lamar's like, God, he's just such a terrible winner. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So she
Here's the
hasn't done
thing.
that. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's like legitimately the thing, and I'll never understand it. I don't understand how people that are watching me right now like me but don't like Todrick. Now, I mean, I guess it's because I don't say the horrible things that Todrick says. When I say things, I say them for joke. But my point is, I would 100%, if I was playing Big Brother, go out of my way to annoy the people playing. If I knew I was totally safe. Like, in other words, I would have done the song. I'd have been like, I'm coming down the stairs to vote one of you out, and I don't give a shit. Like, that would be me. I would try and be annoying in that same way Todrick was. I do it on this show all the time.
But is it annoying what he does? Because you're annoying, but Todrick was
Yes.
kind of cruel.
You think that was cruel, the coming down and doing it like a Broadway? I mean, that's
No,
him.
no, no. I'm talking about what he did to Kirkpatrick. And,
Oh, what
and
he did to Kirkpatrick is cruel, yes.
yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, as far as that being, I think Todrick thinks he's cute. And at
Yeah,
this
I mean, that's
point
his
in the
brand.
game, no, but he thought, I'm going to make everyone laugh and do that. And, Cynthia is Cynthia. But other than that, I didn't see Lamar laughing. I didn't see Todd laughing. Of course, Misha laughed because she's like, I'm safe. So was it great? No, no.
And I mean, here's the thing, to your point about the cookout, Todrick basically said on the live feed, our live feed updaters at BB Live Updaters did a great, transcribing of the conversation he had with Misha, where he talked about how he grew up and that how he was the only black person in his schools, that all of his friends were white, and he's considered, not black enough by his community, he feels, and that he made his money on Disney and Beyonce songs, which is not considered black culture or stuff like that. So he feels very much that's what he's saying. Whether it's true or not, a lot of people also feel that the DR has been telling him the negative comments people have been making about him, which is allowing him to go on these monologues to kind of course correct his image. So, I mean, we'll never
Do you
know
think
that
it's
really.
working?
No, I was more speaking to the point of, I don't think Todrick would ever get rid of Misha for the reasons the cookout stood together, because that would not benefit Carson in the real world. I mean, Todrick in the real world. Todrick wants to, I think, be good with people in the real world. And I
Right.
think
But
he
if
believes he's
Todrick
good with
is
Carson.
feeling, he's grown up, not feeling black enough, why not bring all the black players, celebrity players, into the winner's circle and then everybody, bounce it out just like the cookout did? Like, I don't
Because,
understand that. I don't understand his little thing about, oh, there needs to be more stories like diversity with Cinderella. There's diversity. Turn on Netflix. Turn on Peacock
well,
app. There's all that diversity. There should be two men kissing. That I agree, like that kind of stuff. But don't turn Cinderella into a man just so she can kiss a boy, or Sleeping Beauty. Have its own separate story. You know what I mean? Like, things he was saying, I liked it, but a lot of the things he was saying, it exists already, and it's great that it does. And I think there needs to be more of it, but I don't know if he's the person to do it. I don't know if,
right,
you know,
right.
I
I
mean,
totally,
he just announced show dates in Seattle for his show.
I mean, that's
You
why
know,
he's there. I hate that I have no short-term memory, because I had such a good point to make when you said something at the beginning of what you were saying, and I forget it now. Um, but yeah, I think Todrick. Oh no, I know what my point was. I think Todrick has a lot of issues in the real world where he's seen as being someone that doesn't pay his dancers, harasses people, like is not trustworthy. I think it was more important to him to remain loyal to Misha so that it cannot be said of him he was unloyal. And look at him, the big, like, he knows Big Brother fans. I mean, he did not think this through well enough. I think he does not want Big Brother fans to be able to go, you were a snake your person, you're not loyal, and like have that fuel to add to their fire.
have
I
that on
think,
top of everything.
right, I think he thinks he's good with Carson. Like, I think he thinks I'm cool with Carson in the real world. And for any of you who don't know, Carson did a public apology to Shayna on Instagram, called Todrick. He basically said, I thought Todrick was my real friend, and I realized he isn't. So that's shocking. And Shayna accepted the apology publicly. And
Yeah.
then Lamar yesterday put out, you should have played chess, not checkers, Todrick, like as his Instagram post. And then he wrote, so I was booted off Big Brother by my fake friend Todrick. He should have been more strategic, as he must have forgotten that I get to vote for the winner. So, like, the jury all hates Todrick.
Well, I mean, we also saw, Todd leaving the house last night and saying what a great game Todrick pulled. And Mabu, if I'm even saying that right, please watch the Todd interview he made about Todrick. He's mad at Todrick. So now Todd's in press talking about how he doesn't like Todrick anymore, even though just yesterday, last night, he was like, oh, what a game he played. He was on all these people's alliances and pots. And I think that's right. That's how it started out. It started out really great. But I think maybe as Todd's watching these episodes going,
Well,
woo, child,
well,
woo, as Cynthia
Debbie
would say.
Dawn, I guess Debbie Dawn was right when after, again, because I watch these live with everyone, I was saying, wow, I'm really impressed with how forward thinking Todd is about all this. That's great. He's going to get the vote. And I believe Debbie Dawn in chat was like,
Yeah.
no, once he watches the episodes back, he's going to change his mind. And I was like, no. Well, I guess I'm wrong.
Well, I think, and everybody watching you now, YouTube, who could Todrick
Twitch,
sit next to
no
and
one.
win this game?
Who could
Even
Todrick sit
even
next?
people evicted, even people evicted.
Oh no, I
Anybody.
was Hitler is probably a good one.
They have to be in the cast.
Trump, but I'm actually not 100% sure.
That exactly.
Not sure. I'm not actually sure with this jury.
Right.
Who else? Maybe Maximus' mom?
Cruella Deville.
Cruella DeVille? A tube of toothpaste would probably win. I was gonna say a tube of toothpaste, but think the people would vote for the tube of toothpaste. Like the train that followed him down the stairs would win, probably. I don't know. I mean, I don't see anyone he wins next. Literally no one. He's not winning against anyone. Who's voting for him? Misha. That's literally it. It's not like it's a secret.
But she's going to be sitting next to him, so she's not voting for him. He doesn't even have her vote.
That's my point. It's not like this is a secret, everyone. The jury is not sequestered. They're watching the shows. They're all tweeting, "We're not voting for Todrick." This is not a surprise.
Everybody chime in.
Mm-hmm. CBS is not even paying the real money to advertise that we have to vote in case of a tie, because they know it's not going to be a tie.
Right.
They know the whole jury is not voting for Todrick. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
I'm excited for Wednesday because I know Carson, at least I heard he's going to have a little announcement, a little something to say. And I'm excited.
Wait, who?
Carson.
It says Carson has something to say?
I said I believe Carson is going to have something to say about
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, here's what is so stupid, and I mean, I'm sorry, CBS, for calling you stupid.
That'll get us interviews. Yeah, go ahead.
Why have these episodes that have not needed to be 2 hours at all be 2 hours, and then the finale is an hour? The finale is what we want to hear. We want to hear what the people who have been watching are going to go after Todrick. You're giving us none of that.
No, we had to have a 2-hour one last night because of the double eviction.
No, that one I agree with. The other ones.
If you listen to how Julia explained how the finale is going to go, normally when there's 3, 2 participate, that winner sits out, and then the other 2 battle it out. And then that one sits out, and then the 2 winners of those 2 battle it out, right? So that's a part 1, part 2, part 3. It isn't like that this time. They're all 3 competing for HOH, and whoever wins gets to also, that person votes the other person out. There's only one competition on Wednesday. Then they sit down, give their speeches, and then the celebrities vote.
Right, well, they need to save money. They don't want to build all those sets. They had to pay the celebrities, number one.
Well, like you said, those costumes that Todrick and Lamar wore.
Yeah, those were top-notch Party City. That was like Party City Deluxe.
We spent it all on the snow, so no more costumes.
No more costumes. But, like, all we want to see is the jury having... we get it. Fine. Then you better speed the hell through that one competition, get the people up there right away, and then bring back that jury. Just hurry up, bring back the jury, and do it, because we're over it.
Cheryl in YouTube chat says, no jury questions. What, Cheryl? What you talking about, Cheryl?
Why no jury question? Just because of the time you think there's not going to be any?
Yeah.
No. I have a feeling they're going to have them talk.
I want to hear from the celebrities. Like, I want a quick little push-a-button HOH comp, vote somebody out, and then I want it to be heavy jury chat.
That's what I want.
Jury gossip. That's what I want. That's what I need.
That's what we all want. Now, what did you think of, so, we knew that Lamar left, but what did you think of Todrick being like, Cynthia, this house just will not be the same without you. So that's why I have to evict you, Lamar. Like, he thought he was doing the double switcheroo, and then Julie Chen lost her fucking mind. Like, that's my job, bitch. Don't you switcheroo, bitch. It's my job.
I think if anybody he possibly had a vote would be Lamar would vote for him until that. That was so shady how he got Lamar. His friend. Oh, Lamar. Todrick's going to be at the end of this game going, hey, what's up? Why are you guys feathers so ruffled? This is just a game. Thought we were just playing. Burp, 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 and it's not. It's not going to turn out that way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
But I think if anything, Lamar's now like, hell no, I'm not going to vote for him after the way he did it.
Well, that's a good,
yeah,
and that's a good point too. Todrick knows the ceremonies are on the episode, so he knows that's guaranteed airtime for him.
Yeah.
All right, what's happening with your Sarah Beth glasses?
I just had to channel Sarah Beth for a second.
Okay. Are you afraid you're about to be choked from Kyland, or afraid you're about to be gaslit?
She was one of my favorite episodes, by the way, that we did. We did.
She's so nice. I pop into her.
Hilarious, yeah.
I pop into her Twitch shows sometimes, and she always says how much fun she had doing our show, and she loves us, and she wants to play Among Us with us, and she's always very nice every time.
I would love to have her on Canada. That would be fun.
Yeah. Same thing with Azza, too. Azza
oh my
wants
God.
to come on and talk.
Azza
but yes.
is a dream. Yeah.
Boston Cindy says, are we confident that Lamar will actually understand he votes for the winner and not to evict? He's not the brightest bulb, that one. You're correct. We could have a, oh my God, why did I just forget her name? We could have a Big Brother Canada moment. Remember when on Topaz? Remember when Topaz didn't understand how to vote correctly? He'll be like, I'm voting for Todrick. Bye, Todrick. And then Todrick will just be like, you just voted for me to win, moron.
Because Todrick will be leaving the house. It's just because the game's over.
He should have done that. Like, if Todrick was smart, he should have known he lost Lamar's vote and just been like, well, then if you don't like me, just stick my key in at the end. Then just go ahead and stick my key in at the end if you don't like me and vote me out. Just start working that on him now.
Here's my key. I'm voting you out.
I'm voting this person out.
It'd be funny if Julie got the key and went, Lamar, you're voting for the winner, right?
Yep. I think they're trying to recreate their BB Canada moment.
Oh my God.
They want a Topaz BB Canada moment.
So funny.
I like when Lamar is like, Julie, am I allowed to thank CBS? Well, what is she going to say? No. Like, no.
Even Todd, I'm voting for Todrick. Well, don't tell us who you're. No, you don't have to tell us right now. I'm voting for Todrick. You have to tell us right now. It's for the finale night.
It's a surprise. Well, you're gonna go home and watch the episodes. I wanted to be like, no, I'm not. Who would watch this? Julie's just like, well, this interview's over. Oh, wait, no, production is telling me it's not, and I have to keep talking to you.
Production says I've got one more question. Yeah.
Okay, what's one question you cannot insult me or the network with, and go. I just love it. It's just ridiculous.
Well, Lamar, when she was asking him to compare it to those NBA championships, and he said that they were neck and neck. When he said that, to me, it didn't seem like the NBA championships were going to be that difficult. It wasn't like, to me, Lamar wasn't really having a tough time because he didn't understand what was happening. So how does a situation affect you if you don't understand what the situation is, right? I think the only thing it was I don't have my cell phone, I can't talk to my kids, and I have to sleep in a room with people that I don't know. Like, maybe that's it, but other than that, if that's what's neck and neck with two NBA championships, maybe I could be a basketball player or something.
Well, I loved when he talked about the mental endurance that, got him to the final five. Like, that he has such a strength of character and, just the mental ability to make it to the final five. You did nothing. You won nothing. The only reason you made it to Final Five is because people had other people to take out. Literally, I've never agreed when people have said someone is furniture before until Lamar. He was legitimately furniture. He did
Like a
nothing.
big old like throne of a chair furniture. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, loved it. Farted on Todrick, ripped up his
Oh yeah.
cards. I love that he was anti-Todrick, but he did
Let's
nothing.
I love, I did not know Lamar very well except for like Khloe Kardashian, but I didn't realize how much loss he had in his life. That made me
Yeah.
very sad. It made me empathetic to him. He lost a child to SIDS. His mother to colon cancer. Like that's a lot of loss and at a young age too. So
Yeah.
I had some definite empathy. But, I think when I was starting to bang my head against the wall, it was about the second or third week, and he's just like, and so if I win the jury, what or the veto, what do I do? And it's like, okay, you've had a couple cycles of this game now, like you can't really
That's
figure out how the weeks work, and
yeah, that's not even my problem with him. My problem with him is my same problem with everyone is let's even pretend like you don't understand the way the week works. You understand that you're not in power and you're doing a competition to save yourself like the memory one, right? And you're walking. It's a speed thing. You need to be the first one in case there's a tie. The fact that anybody that walks during a competition on Big Brother, unless you are having a I can't breathe or I'm gonna pass out, if it is just the start, if it is just anything, if you are not voiceovering to us the reason for your walking and you're walking, you should not be playing Big Brother. This game does not mean the same thing to you as it would to people I want to watch play.
and I agree. What I thought was interesting was in his DR, he put more thought into how he could take that camera painting home and if it
Mm-hmm.
would fit in his suitcase or maybe under his arm than he did in the whole competition.
Well, that's what's so great about Celebrity Big Brother and getting real celebrities that don't watch Big Brother. They think you're the producer, I'm filming a TV show. If I was filming the TV show, like Everybody Loves Raymond or Friends or whatever the hell right now, I'd be able to tell my producer, I want that photo in the background. They're going to send it to me. And that's not the game you're playing, and they don't get it. But those moments are what make for great Celebrity Big Brother. Unfortunately, you cast a pretty crappy cast to get us those moments this season. It just wasn't a good cast.
Now, do you think when casting this Celebrity Big Brother, like how there's like even this one, there's all these speculation. It's going to be Erica Jane. It's going to be. Do you think it's like okay, we have barely enough people. Like there's just celebrities don't want to do this, right? Or do you think it's the opposite where they're having to turn down celebrities saying you didn't make it this time, but maybe next time, maybe four?
I definitely think it's probably a money thing. I think CBS probably goes to them with we hold the top spot on basic cable so everyone can watch it. We are the number one tweeted about thing every year. Like they always hold the top 5 in social or the top 3 in social media for the year tweets every year. Like in other words, I think they pay less and promote it more
Right.
as the selling point of you're going to really boost your career after this, which allows them to pay less, and then they only go for one or two, quote, bigger names that they will pay the more money to.
And see, and I also thought, wasn't Celebrity Big One? Didn't they donate the money to a charity? Like I don't remember the celebrities
No,
getting it. No, they got it.
I'm pretty sure everyone, they always kept the money. Pretty sure.
Okay.
It sounded like there was a lot of bargaining done with something. 100%. And I think there always is. It's celebrities. And there's going to be a ton of going back and forth and this and that. I mean, yeah, I thought the other celebrity ones had have-nots. And I'm feeling like this one didn't. And I wonder if I know this one did not. I can't remember if the other ones did, but if this one didn't, I wonder if it's because, Misha's dietary restrictions or, stuff like that is why they didn't. But I think they go for the celebrity that needs the exposure for the most part so that they can pay less.
Well, I mean, this Misha winning Celebrity Big Brother 3 right before her fight will do great for her.
Yeah, I think that will do great for her. Right before her fight. Great for her. Now, can they bring her into the celebrity fights? You know how we have the Big Brother boxing fights? Can Misha come and do those now?
Totally.
Look, I think Misha's been hit in the head enough times in life, and I think she needs to pack it in.
Speaking ahead, do we really understand what a cauliflower ear is? Like,
yes.
You do.
Well, let me tell you, there's nothing I love better than a wrestler, so I know all about cauliflower ear.
What is a cauliflower ear?
It's when you kind of like, wrestle so much and your face gets like pinned down in the mat and your ear is always rubbing up against the mat so much. And then it kind of like bubbles out and swells and the cartilage breaks and it's like puffed out and looks like cauliflower.
And boxers get that too from being hit in the ear?
Yeah, I think the MMA people can end up on the ground or the hat. And then when that happens, I say, Dr. Eric will take care of you.
Ugh. Amputated. Hey, Google, what's cauliflower ear?
Oh, here we go.
According to Mayo Clinic, a deformity of the outer ear that may occur after injury to the ear.
My God.
I literally explained it better to you and why it happens to them.
You did, then Google.
Thank you.
I wish I had ice on it instead of that robotic man.
Maybe they could have put ice on it. I don't know. Okay. So, were you surprised that in the end they got rid of Todd and not Cynthia? Cynthia acted like she was so surprised by this. Did that surprise you too?
No, I knew they were getting rid of Todd. Todd has a better chance of winning something than Cynthia or Lamar.
Yeah, 100%. Cynthia, you suck at the game. You shouldn't be cheering like you did something great. You're horrible at Big Brother.
She's a celebrity Victoria. And so she's just like, hey, Mike, hey, can you believe I did it? It's like, because you're the easiest one. No, you're not going to win anything. You're going to be voted out. You're going to be third.
Oh, 100%. Like I said, the competition could be who is on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Cynthia would be like, is it one of you two? Is it one of you guys?
Darn it, I was the last one to buzz in.
Kind of thought that maybe it was Todrick. I feel like he was on an episode in the background at a party, maybe?
Oh, was I the last one to buzz in?
Was I the last one, Julie? I don't know, Julie. I'm just happy to be here, okay? I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm 3.
This is probably the last time I'll ever be on television, so yeah. I mean, maybe Andy will have me back on Watch What Happens Live, so you'd think I would have done something more to make a name for myself this season, but yeah.
Is there another Ultimate Girls Trip? No? Not for me?
No.
Okay.
Carson, do you think I could be a guest on Drag Race? I was a model.
If RuPaul's sick, could I stand in?
Right. I think I look like RuPaul. So I feel like I could do that job. Cynthia's the worst. I mean, like, look, I love Cynthia the person. By the way, Cynthia's who my mom wants to win.
Me too.
Me too, but it's not. I mean, no, I don't. And I hate to say this, but like, I want Misha to win. At this point, I want Misha to win. She's done, like, whether I like the person or not, I like the game of Big Brother, and at least Misha played the game of Big Brother and
Well,
did better at it
I
than
think
Cynthia.
Cynthia did too. I mean, Cynthia may not have understood the game, but she was
Correct.
playing what she thought it was, helping Carson with those deals and making all of that and sticking to those things. I think Cynthia did the best she could with what she thought it was. Now, right now, there's
But
3 of them. I want Cynthia to win. When there's 2 of them, Todrick and Misha, I'm going to want Misha to win because I think Misha has the least amount of blood on her hands. I think she did amazing in the comp. She is a true athlete. Just show a little bit more sportsmanship is my only feedback.
yeah, and I mean, here's my thing. I don't go with that excuse anymore. You knew you were doing the show. If you didn't watch it,
I'm not.
that's on you. If you don't like, really, Cynthia, if you don't understand the way the game works, clearly $250,000 is not a lot for you, then you're an idiot. And even if you didn't want
It
to
is.
watch the show, you could have went and talked to your good pal Candy to get some advice.
Candy did good.
Uh, Anything you could have done. It just, I don't have respect for people that don't take the time, to learn how to do it. It's the same thing with people that go on to Survivor and don't know how to start a fire, people that go on a drag race and don't know how to sew. This is hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you have a 1 in what, 12 chance, 16 chance. You can't spend 10 minutes to learn how to use a sewing machine? Or to hit a rock with a flint, or learn how the game is played. I mean, I can't with these people. I just
Hey,
kills
Google,
me.
what's Cynthia Bailey's net worth?
Sorry,
$3.
worth of Cynthia Bailey. But I found something similar. Do you want to know who the wealthiest housewife of Atlanta is?
It's Nene. Yes,
Yes.
it's Nene.
Sure. Watch Me Whip Nene by Salento. Playing on Spotify.
Oh no, Google, turn off. Hey, Google, turn off.
Now watch me win.
Hey,
Now
Google,
watch me
turn off.
win. Oh my god, hey Google, we're gonna get a copyright strike. And you're going to be the one to give it to us. Oh, I see the way Google works. Oh, we won't have to pay them the monetization for their video if we copyright strike them by playing music on their stream. Haha. Evil Google. 2.5 million is Cynthia's net worth, according to Debbie Dawn.
Yep.
2.5 million. That's it? God, Nene was getting
I
like
thought
$1 million an episode.
If it was $1 million, I thought, yeah, she needs the money. But I don't know if she definitely needs the money or not. But she's there.
And I hear today on the feeds, or last night a little bit, that Misha is becoming over Todrick. That even Misha now is getting a little fed up with Todrick. So maybe there's trouble in paradise.
She just needs to hang in there. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so let's play this out a little bit. Let's play this out. So let's say Misha wins HOH. What if she gets rid of Todrick and not Cynthia? And she's sitting next to Cynthia. Does Misha win?
Yes, guaranteed win. And if Cynthia was smart, she would say that to her.
Yep.
But we've heard Misha say she wants Todrick to win. She's literally said, I want Todrick to be the winner. So I can't see her doing that if she's being honest.
Is she saying that to say it, or does she really mean it? She seems like she really wants to be the winner.
Side note, I just saw Lost in Chat said Cynthia sunk millions into all of Peter's failed ventures around Atlanta.
It's true.
Yeah, there's that.
I'm so glad she's not with him.
Me too. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just literally the best part of this season for me was that I knew it wasn't good and I knew not to expect anything from it. So I really haven't been disappointed. So if you think I'm going to sit here and hope for Misha to vote out Todrick only to be let down, you're wrong. I do not think that it is going to happen. And, we'll see.
So let's say if Cynthia wins HOH, who should she take with her, Todrick or Misha?
If Cynthia wins HOH, she should bring Misha.
And
I
won't
mean,
win.
Cynthia doesn't win against either one, but
I think she wins against Todrick.
you do?
The jury doesn't like Todrick.
I know that the jury does not like Todrick. However, I wonder if
No, they won't.
Todrick made the case of who do you want to say you lost to, me or Cynthia? Like she didn't do anything. I wonder if that's an angle he could
She
make. But
played
you're
the game with dignity and respect and honesty, and that's what all
yeah.
the celebrities were saying. And Todrick, now that we're out of the house and found out all the lies he said about Sheena to us, he didn't have integrity or honesty, and we're just not going to reward that kind of behavior.
Right.
That's
No,
what
you're right. No, you're right. I definitely I
Which I
agree.
disagree with. I think you should do the game. Vote with the game. That's my whole thing with the Josh and Paul season. I'm still pissed off. It's like, no.
Hey girl, you gotta let that go.
Last Survivor season I watched. Listen, Erica's great. I don't know why she won. I don't know why they voted for her. I'm not watching Survivor anymore. Done. Done.
Done. We are done and over it. Well, John, do you know what else is done and done?
What?
This recap show. But, John.
Is there... Okay.
But wait. I have a spoiler for everyone, thanks to Savid. So, speaking of the Big Brother Canada starting in about a week, John, and of course, we'll be covering it here for real exit interviews and all of those and all that such sort. I have an exclusive first look at the house, John. We have a picture of the kitchen right here.
Oh my gosh. God,
We have a picture of the backyard. But then the piece de resistance, John. What is this? It looks like a giant question mark podium
Like
with some sort of a phone.
Riddler telephone?
Like a Riddler telephone. I wonder if they're allowed to get calls from their mummy and daddies this season.
Ooh.
Or if we're going to be affecting the game. Who knows? But there's a little Big Brother, some quick little Big Brother Canada sneak peeks for all of you to wet your whistle as you get ready for the finale of Big Brother tomorrow night. I am very excited. So I want to remind everybody that if, like we say, you're new to shows, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Of course, you guys sharing these shows are the best way to help support them. Put them in a Facebook group, tell a friend. If you have any questions, go ahead and tweet us them with hashtag WireRLive anytime during the episode. I'm always watching live on the East Coast. I believe, John, do you watch live on the West Coast or no? You usually watch it after?
I usually watch it out. I watch it later that night.
Right. So you can always tweet us though your questions anytime, or come and watch it live with me over on YouNow, or just come and hang out with me. I'm usually live on YouNow every day between 5 and 5:30 until like midnight. It's fun times.
Good times.
Fun times. All right, everybody. Any final thoughts, John, heading into the finale? We'll be back.
Excited for the finale on Wednesday and excited to do our show and show off our Carson shirts.
Can't wait to show off our Carson shirts on the next show. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends.